Hogan's Alley.
Alright everybody, this is Hogan's Alley. There are 3 modes, and pretty much the object of the game is, in every mode you have to shoot the top 3 people and do not shoot the bottom 3 people. A lot of the times I'll mistake the professor for Gang A. So, you know, it's kind of interesting. But anyway, Hogan's Alley, Game A, very simple. There's a lineup, and you pretty much just have to shoot the bad guys. That's pretty much it. And make sure you don't shoot the good people. And if you do, you get a miss. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see a round indicator for the number of rounds that you've gone through, and a miss indicator for the number of misses you've actually made, which is either incorrectly shooting an innocent person or missing to shoot a non-innocent person, a guilty person. And once you miss 10, the game's over, and that's your score. And that's pretty much it. This game is very simple. I actually think it's rather boring, so I pretty much never play Game A. But, alright, moving on. So, yeah, that time you saw there were 2 bad guys. I'm not exactly sure what that indicator up top is, but that might be the time in which you have to react after they show you in order to not miss. That's just a guess, though. Alright, Hogan's Alley, Game B. This one I find a little bit more fun, mostly because, you know, you do a little bit more moving around, you have to react, and sometimes there's some good guys that just, you know, come up upon you, and, you know, like that time, I accidentally shot the professor, which looks an awful lot like Gang Member A, like I said. Freaking annoying. There's Gang Member A, the dirty bastard. But you pretty much just progress, and you just scroll through the same, like, 4 or 5 scenes, trying to shoot, you know, just the bad guys. Almost shot the cop there. Unlike Duck Hunt, you actually have unlimited rounds. You can shoot as many things as much as you want, and it's okay. And I just shot the cop. Great! Alright. And let's not shoot him. Alright, there we go. Let's not fail. I'm a fail. I suck at this game. And finally, Hogan's Alley, Game C. Now, this one's a little bit different, because I think there can be 3 or 4 targets on the screen at a time, maybe even 5, I'm not even sure. But pretty much what you're supposed to do is shoot the cans. And when the cans land on any of the platforms, you get that number of points. Now, normally, this would be simple, you just want to get them all the time. But, gravity is in worst effect later, and they start to fall faster. And if you look at the point values on the left side of the screen, the top platform is only 300 points, while the second platform in the middle is 800, but the huge differential between the second and the third platform is like 4,200 points. So why would you not always try and go for 5,000? Well, it's because it's so freaking low to the screen that you might miss. Oh yeah, and I just got a little thing on that platform in the middle there, which is the worst because, you know, you get only 100 points, which is ridiculous. If you're going for score, you should always try and go for that, but it's not as easy as you think it would be. But yeah, you know, this game's hard. You want to get 5,000 all the time, but you can't do it. And then when it accidentally hits the 100 platform, you feel like an idiot because you totally could have gotten 5,000.
And Wild Gunman.
Alright, last game I want to go through today is Wild Gun. But there's the mode where you can fight against 1 outlaw, 2 outlaws, or the whole gang. Now, we'll just start with 1 outlaw just to show you what it's like. So, you see a bunch of things already. Score at the bottom. W is wave, which is the equivalent of R in all the other games, which is the number of rounds. The reward is the reward you get after slaying the outlaw, and that's the number of points that you get. You also get points equal to the difference in your time and the gunman's time. If you can see, like I reacted in about 0.3 seconds according to the game, and 1.5 seconds is when the gunman would have fired. So, yeah, and the number of guns at the bottom, that's how many lives you have. And, oh, by the way, you're not allowed to fire until they say fire, because if you fire before that, you lose a life. If you wrongly shoot them before, they say foul, and they walk away. Even though I definitely squarely hit that guy in the middle of the face. Look at that. Alright, now let's look at game 2, where you get to see outlaws, 2 outlaws at the same time. Pretty much the same as game A, except slightly more difficult because there's 2 of them. However, you have this unfair advantage of seeing what their shooting time is after they say fire. So you pretty much just get to, you know, choose who you want to fire at first. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm definitely doing this for real. I'm an idiot. Alright, now let's play the final game, The Gang. Pretty much, they're all in a saloon, and you shoot them all. There's no good guys, there's nothing, it's just you versus everybody else. The amount of ammo that you have per wave is shown at the bottom of the screen, but, you know, that's pretty much it. And sometimes we'll have multiple people show up at a time. And if you do miss, you do lose a life for each guy you don't shoot down, and they shoot at you. So anyway, does it bother you that all of these guys pretty much look like dirty Mexicans? I mean, that's not racist at all, is it? Now, wave 4, they're a little bit difficult now, but, you know, so, you know, you can still shoot them. But let me just show you what happens when you miss. They shoot you, and you lose a life, and they say you lose, and you go on. But, in a bind, you do replenish your bullets after you die. I mean, I guess it's the least they can do. But, I guess if you're trigger happy and you end up using all your bullets before the wave's over, you need some more bullets. And there's no way to reload in this game without dying or going to the next wave.
Just about as far as she let me go. But her evaluation
and I'm done. So all in all, everybody, that's a handful of games with the light gun for you. I thoroughly enjoy actually playing it. It's one of the best commodities for small parties ever because, you know, when you get a bunch of people who are slightly intoxicated, it is hilarious watching them use this. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be reviewing more retro games in the future, and you'll learn a little bit more about how I have all these games. I'll talk to you later. All right, have a good night.